Hi everyone, welcome back. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Big Brother Spotlight. This is night 57:58 in the Big Brother house. Was just started. First thing is that the houses that they sleep in and what wrong on today. The production and Big Brother did not say house just wake up. I think they normally wake up around like 8, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know when they actually woke up, but I do know that it was not 8 or 7. It was probably about like 10, whatever. So the house tested to they were a bit more straight than normal. There's Ava. I love Ava. Vince and Mitty is trying to find a spot for one of them to stay in the game before Troy, because next to Troy. And I have some theories about that once I'm done talking about this. But next week is Troy face, and Vince and Mitty trying to find who's to make it to Troy and who's going to be the last one to go home. I hope Vince goes home on Keanu's choice. I like Mitty, so there's that. At first I did not like Mitty, but now I do. Not Kelly. Ashley and Ava is talking about how we hope that Rachel wins the next HOH. And I think if she does, she's gonna put up Keanu, Kelly, and if Vince stay, probably put up Vince. Now, yeah, but if Kelly wins, it'll be a different story. Because, Rachel's on up, Ashley's on up, and whatever. Now, the hostess are talking, and the hostess are saying, how do you think your girlfriend back at home thinks about what you're doing with Morgan? Now, I don't know if they were throwing some stuff to that girl who's back at home. Who knows? But, very interesting. Why would you bring that up? So, yeah. But, yeah. So, let's talk about what I think's gonna happen. So, after this week, there's only 3 weeks into the finale. And I think next week can possibly be a triple eviction or a double eviction. And I think even next Wednesday can be probably a triple eviction. And I think Sunday can be eviction, and I think Friday can be eviction too, next Friday. But I think we're going to see a lot of evictions until we get down to final 5 or final 4. And they'll probably stop. Because we have 22 days, 21 days until the season finale is here. The season finale is on the 28th of September. And that is only 3 weeks after this week. There'll be 3 weeks until the finale. Yeah, 3 weeks. So to make it to the finale, you have to do a lot of evictions. Now, the masked person is going to come back tomorrow night on tomorrow night's episode to eviction. And I think there has been a lot of stuff that's going on. I think he can say, hey guys, it is triple eviction or double eviction. Now they actually have did this before. Something like this. The first person who's evicted will go home. The second one will go to Troy. They did this back in season 14. So I think that can happen. Or it can be there has been another one where it can be the sport house. So if you guys don't know what the sport house was, I think it should be called a different name. Some people go outside and some people live inside. And they did this back in season 24 with the season what Taylor Hales won. I think that could happen too, because two people go home. Or it can be just a double eviction. So who knows? Who knows? But I think it's gonna be something like that. And I think next week can be a known double eviction, possibly a surprise eviction. Now, I do want to tell you this. I think this Friday is the unlocked, and I will And I will not be talking about that. I'll be just skipping that and talking about Sunday night's episode when Sunday night's episode is on. So, there's that. But of course, I'll be talking about the wifeys and all this stuff. So, yeah, what do you guys think's going to happen in the next 3 weeks? You think we're going to do a double feature, which we know we are. A triple fiction, what do you guys think? Thanks for watching for today night. Bye.